Act 2. Doki, Doki. Okay, recap what happened last time. Sayori and me were friends, best friends. And then she, we get a little closer, join in the literature club, we write poems. We meet the other three, Monika, who's popular, Natsuki, who's there, and then the purple lady, who's shy. And then we start doing something for like an event for the literature club. And Natsuki and me start flirting in the kitchen while we're baking cupcakes. Whoa, crazy. Sayori, who we planned to go on a date with, catches us. She's sad. Anyways, the next day she ends it all. And I think Monika is evil and made her do it. So I have a theory that Monika's going to end up killing another one of the two. Probably Purple Girl. And then eventually she's going to be the last one left. Because there's 4 parts. There's 4 girls. We're about to find out! What does this do? Well, I can't read that language, so... I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay, and from the first act, we know she has depression, and that's why she oversleeps. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Okay. Buddy's PNG did not load in properly. What the heck was that? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups, walking to school together. Okay. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Okay, well that's contradicting what you literally just said, Lloyd. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. So there's another way to meet people. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Why, girls don't like anime? Like, girls are the main ones that watch anime. Let me take that back, actually. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Okay? After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. The voices are back. There really aren't any interest in me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh. Lloyd. I don't know who's talking. Monika! Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here! It's been a while, right? Yeah. I think about 2 months since I last played. It's been a while. Good God, huh? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come out here for anyway? Good God, Lloyd. Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Just like a cat. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? I'll check in the closet, bud. Or markers? I guess you can check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
How about that? I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs.
It's a debate club. Isn't that the whole point?
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and problem.
It's a debate club. I hate arguing, so I joined the debate club. Like,
About the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
that's literally what you do in the literature club, though. You all argue and
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature.
that sounds kind of dull. It does. It does sound quite boring.
How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, then name it the Super Awesome Fun Club. Then more people will join. Buddy, am I a loser?
Well, I can see that.
Good God, bro. Lloyd, you have absolutely no skill with the ladies. Oh my God, that sounds awesome. You know what? I'll join.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Monika say she? Bro. Gooner mentality right now.
Did you just say that she was a female?
Hey, Lloyd? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but in that case.
Does she say, okay.
Is there any chance you could do me a very big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it could make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? I didn't like that her name has a K in it. It should have a C. Now I don't trust you, Monika. Monika with a K.
Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Lloyd. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Okay. Thank you for saying I'm important. You made me feel special. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika. But if I played this like the day after I played the last one, I think that's a reference to the first part. And her irresistible smile. Buddy, I was looking at her smile. It's not that irresistible. She actually looks kind of stupid. No, that's me. Incel. I dejectedly follow, big word, Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Yeah! Man, why isn't this game animated? I don't know, I kind of like it though. She looks like a cat. I don't know, I think it's the bow. It's like ears.
I'm back! And I want a guest with me.
Stop, bro. It jump scared me. Stop it, Monika! What was this lady's voice again? I don't remember. What did purple-haired lady sound like? Well, her voice changed like 5 times.
A guest?
No.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Is this the lady that's, manga? This is the lady we were cooking with, Natsuki. Pretty sure.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki! But anyway, welcome to the club, Lloyd.
Silence. All words escape me in this situation. I guess, dude. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, bud, I remember that. So, let me guess. You're a gooner. No. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki. This poor woman. I feel so... The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Really, bud? You don't remember her? Look at her. She is the only one with pink hair. Her eyes are pink too. I'm trying to, you know, whatever, bro. It sounds weird. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Okay, buddy, chill out. Kind of Lloyd on some demon time right now.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president.
You needed a vice president? There's only 3 of you. Her hands are so small.
My hands are done.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Hopefully this doesn't take 4 hours.
Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Lloyd in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Where's Sayori? Well, she's dead, so that's where Sayori is. But I don't remember any of these people. So it's like it happened because she's dead, but it's also like she never existed because he doesn't even remember her. And also, none of these people mentioned her. I've already met these people. I hope this isn't 4 hours long like the last one. Wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, get the kettle going, bro.
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Lloyd?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Okay. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Okay. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Okay. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. Okay. Hello, Monika.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
Yeah. I guess.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important.
Yeah, the festival. Interesting. And why is that interesting? Because that's what happened last time. I sound like a crazy person.
I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Books. Literature. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not true.
The insulted Yuri looks away.
She's shy.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Lloyd, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well,
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
manga.
I actually went to the bookstore a couple months ago. Or weeks ago, I guess. Months. It was like about a month ago. And I got married to the girl I hate most in class. and I think it is a manga. Here, I'll read a sentence from page 112. You're the one who insisted I stay with you. A king's memory was anything but a bear trap. That's a sentence. A bear trap. Bear trap! Bear trap! Purple-haired lady's gonna die. That's my bear trap set in it. Trap set, bro. Is that really a bear trap? We'll see. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Half joking what? Manga? Oh, Natsuki likes manga! Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Is that Game of Thrones? That's Game of Thrones, bro. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
Obviously.
She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know,
I like a lot of things.
Okay.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
I guess.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I get that.
I read a horror book once.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Sometimes it's best to just let people talk to you.
I expect nothing less from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror. Wow, dude. Throwing a wrench in the gears, bro.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. Give that back.
Fine. Natsuki, you wrote your own poems.
Wrong voice. Let me do it again.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
There, that's better. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. How would if I don't like them, you didn't show them to me.
Not a very confident writer yet.
Lloyd, you need to shut up.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to write it to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Okay, bud.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Question mark? Shut up. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
Oh, okay.
That way, everyone is even. Oh, I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all.
Was Sayori the vice president in the first part? Maybe.
I need to do my best.
Oh wait, so maybe Purple Lady's gonna die. What is Act 3 gonna be? Just two of us? Then Act 4's me and one other person talking to each other? Plot twist. Monika dies, and then Natsuki's evil.
I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Lloyd?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Hey, what's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and
I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. They do look pretty dejected.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought.
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Lloyd. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Good job, Lloyd. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. They don't look very lit up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Lloyd?
Yeah, it can be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you're really just after all this, if you really just left after all this, I would be mad.
Lloyd, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Lloyd, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set.
Guess I'll be on my own then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Bye, Monika.
What's her last name?
Monika Lewinsky.
And I'm Bill Clinton. Let's not do this. With that, I depart from the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, Sayori, imagine. And of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I start with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure. I was just on yes. Oh, the controls are inverted for some reason. Watch me rock out right here. Beauty. I like the word fickle. Fickle. Beauty fickle. But also, breathe. Rainbow. With ribbons. With bliss. Comfort. Heart. Pink. Candy. I'm doing a happy poem. Charm. Laugh. Cheer. Sparkle. Kitty. Fun. Skipping. Jumpy. Peace. Family. What a beautiful little poem. What was the special about that, though? Oh god, day 2. And we are 29 minutes in on the stream. Okay.
Hi again, Lloyd. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Yep.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What, 2 other people? What the heck? Hey, you got something on your face.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Lloyd. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Buddy, you need help or something? What the heck was that? Nah, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Is she over the... Hey! Monika! Move! Certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the room. But I can't tell who's reading. Or speaking. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Okay, some weird crap is happening right now. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Is she taller than normal? Why does she feel so close? Am I just hallucinating? Bro, everything feels so close. Is it always like that? Back up. Back up. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
There was no way that they were this close. Maybe it's because there's one person on the screen, she's more close. And there's 2, they back them up. Maybe that's what it is. Because she feels so close. I don't...
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Okay. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book. Is the screen tilting? What is happening? I think I might just be, I don't even know.
You. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Buddy, we were zoomed in. Do you see this? What the heck was that? Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Is this new? Did we ever go in the closet in the first one?
You looking for something in there?
Oh. What did Monika do, Natsuki? That's the first time that is, this game does not have language like that, I don't think. You're really jumping up there, Natsuki. You okay? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Yeah, I guess that's pretty annoying. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes.
Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. She literally just told you she has a collection, you idiot.
You got rocks in your head, buddy! You didn't?
How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean?
I see.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the wrist. Much better. Seeing the box set with one of the books with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel.
I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls?
Parfait Girls?
It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Excuse me. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. What? She points to the classroom door.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Liloid. What the heck? Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo Sislak? Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this. Like that. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer
Together like that? What are we talking about? Wait, what? Did he answer his own question? Okay. Don't just say that! You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me.
Sorry.
I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? I don't know.
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's so rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Buddy, she looks like a little kid in this photo. Also, why are we so close? Back up. Are you sure? Why is she looking at me like that, bro? She looks like a fish.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Question mark.
You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Her eyes are moving. Oh, animation. Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. You look like a kid. You look like you're 8 years old. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you're still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time.
Bro.
But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. My dad would beat... What? Oh my god, wait, yeah, that was in the first game. She implied that her dad was beating her. Oh my god. I remember that. Dude, I kind of just forgot about all that because, I guess I just kind of glimpsed over it because, you know, what happens after is kind of intense. You know, Sayori. Yeah, oh my god, I remember that. Oh my gosh, now it makes me sad. I have emotion. At least it's safe here in the classroom. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Okay. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah.
I flip the page. Nothing. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh, she's sleeping. Aww. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Aww.
Hey, Natsuki.
Oh, what the heck? She opened her eyes and it scared me. Yeah? Natsuki suddenly collapses straight into me.
Hey!
You okay? Monika, what the heck just happened?
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Music ended. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Throws it. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears it off the paper. The wrapper. I told you not to give. Humph. What? She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Lloyd. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Monika, what the heck was that? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Yeah, I'm starting with her because the other two are weird. I can trust her opinion. Almost said option. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is horrible. Imagine. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Oh my goodness, this is It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I can recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that's separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. Okay. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Wow, Yuri, you're so nice. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, trying new things. Good. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Good God. Ghost Under the Light. A poem by Yuri. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Interesting. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
I was kind of thinking that, though. But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Had to flirt. You're gonna flirt with all three? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri?
Are you into Ghost Yuri?
Ghost Yuri?
Uh-huh.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lloyd.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Thanks, Yuri. Let's save Monika for last, because she's a little creep. Hello? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like I'm giving you my opinion. Okay.
Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great. Let me show you what real literature looks like.
And you went and ruined it.
I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that.
I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem.
In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr, fine, I guess. God, all this talk just make me burp and yawn. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Oh, I remember this one. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Is that a poem about you getting beat by your dad? That's insensitive. Yeah, well, it is. Okay, I was right. No, I'm joking. Okay, that's not funny. Okay. Bro, just shut up! I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Ah!
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But
isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
Oh, you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
I guess not.
I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. Maybe you should a little bit, though. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monika.
Hi, Lloyd. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Oh, 1 second!
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha ha ha! Don't worry, Lloyd. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Ooh,
Yep, that's true.
I hand my poem to Monika.
I like it, Lloyd.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
I'm really getting in on the laugh.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she is in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite
Girls, too.
you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side.
The heck kind of bright side is that?
Some guys like when the girl looks like she's 4.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the Wall by Monika. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems? Flat sheets of paper. The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Gosh, I feel like hers definitely has like some secret meaning. I think the conclusion I came to in the first game is that she knows. She's like a, what is it? Like she knows she's in a game, right? So she's self-aware. She's a self-aware character. She knows she's in a game. She knows what's going on. And I think that's what she's doing. She manipulates it to benefit her. Also, in the screen, on my screen, her is pink, but on the stream, it's brown. Don't know what that's about, but I think it might just be brightness. I don't know.
So, what do you think?
It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Ha ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, lots of poems have been putting emphasis on the chiming between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about that deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming so strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
Does her voice sound different? Maybe. I don't know.
Phew, I finally get to go home.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. Music is sounding weird? What? That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Look at me go, reading perfectly. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in some frustration. Okay, well, she's always frustrated. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Like that, went in there. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Lloyd did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
Like that?
And Lloyd liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. She wraps her hands around my throat and squeezes.
What?
Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Lloyd appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was the one whose... I remember this. Whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lloyd started showing up. Actually, there's no way to know if that's true, but it could actually be true. Things do keep changing. Look, she definitely was taller earlier. Look, her head's not even touching the top of the screen now. Natsuki?
Natsuki, that's a little...
That's a little view! Chill out. Taking out your own securities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy. Whoa! Edgy? Sorry, that's my lifestyle, but it's not too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. What the heck is happening? See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then you stop harassing others with your sickening attitude.
You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Holy crap! Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Lloyd hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Lloyd, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I agree? Who do I agree with? Natsuki, Yuri, Natsuki, Monika. Monika? Um. Uh. Um. Hey, Lloyd. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Heh heh heh. Some president I am, right? I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out the classroom. Oh, she's crying. What the heck? She quickly runs away. Buddy, they were going crazy in there. That was insane! I'm like trying to break down what I just witnessed. Pretty intense, right, Monika? Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Lloyd, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. That's what Sayori said. Oh God, Monika, don't do it, Monika. Just Monika. Okay, bro.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
I have a feeling that this might be the last couple times we see Yuri.
Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Lloyd. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
Good God, bro. What the heck is happening right now? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay, well, she just killed her. Oh my gosh, this game is crazy. Yeah, you like that? Let's go. Tenacious. Anger. Laugh. Portray. Secretive. Sweet. Skirt. Sparkle. Inferno. Family. Marshmallow. Whirlwind. Insight. Fireflies. Vanilla. Papa. Universe. Lucky. Disoriented. And alone. I just want to get that out, bro. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Buddy, how? The second day you showed up, they got into a giant fight. It's honestly really uncomfortable. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That doesn't look very usual. Welcome back, Lloyd. Buddy, you just boom!
Hi, Yuri.
I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. She doesn't have a face, bro. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Oh, there she is. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened to me before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much.
Gosh.
Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Lloyd, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
We're just completely moving on? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. Yeah, I am too, a little bit. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh my god, Monika said she would forget everything, and maybe she did.
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Jeez. Whatever was on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Look how happy she is. but... My Bull's Sailcloth Blind Sight Lifeline, a non-receptivity faultlessly offered sacramalacia Nade Catholicate. Buddy, what? Matt just said some curse, and now my blood's gonna turn to cement in my body.
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Okay. Does she look different?
No, not at all. I don't hate you. We're not gonna acknowledge what she just did, Yuri. I mean, that was weird.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey. Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not.
What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed.
Is she off the screen right now?
Oh, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
Haha, that's...
Monika looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Lloyd.
Monika smiles sweetly.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Ha ha ha, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway.
Is she about to start singing? What? You said you were gonna wait, though.
I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see.
I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. Well, I'm the only one here.
In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really.
I chose not to bring up anything about the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki was already run off into the closet.
Well, Lloyd, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose. I don't think I can say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finish reading it today,
She's fine. She's reading over there.
So it's okay, right?
in that case, I don't see any problem.
Okay. Can we start now?
Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Need some help? Medication? Need to call a doctor? Ambulance?
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time.
Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
What's the story about anyway?
Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Okay. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Interesting. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Affixing them to what? Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That kind of.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lloyd?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story... I wonder if that's just like the speaker messing up, or the song's actually messing up. A little bit of static in there. It's the kind of that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Oh, that's definitely that's... I suddenly, is what she said, I think. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
This Lloyd is so stupid, it's kind of funny, actually. Like, he's not gonna acknowledge that. That was incredibly weird. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets What did she say? Oh, no, I'm looking at the stream? Gets incredibly, and then it was a bunch of gibberish. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Oh, Lord, you're so sweet.
That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Jesus, God, that scared me. Look at the stream, see what happened. She just turned red. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Just 2 copies of the same book?
Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. Can't read next to someone. Okay. Lloyd.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry. I was just bathing... What? I was just bathing in the feeling of your body? What the heck, Yuri? I have to, like, go back in the stream and see what she's saying. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
Yuri, you really apologize, don't you?
Missing the low Lloyd voice, I'm getting invested again. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open.
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. We're not that close. What the heck is this? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. The pages aren't even filled with words. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb. After it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Bro. Lloyd, get your head... Bro, can you excuse me? He needs to go take a shower, bro. He needs to get this out of his system, bro. To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. You're really beautiful, you know.
I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, she's smiling now! It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Thing is, I want to examine the background too because stuff keeps changing. I don't want to miss anything. And also, I wish that the super fast, like, black dialogue didn't go by so fast so I could read it and I could understand what's happening. It just kind of sucks, though. But whatever. So I thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb.
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Oh. No, I don't relate to this character at all. God, she got real perky up about that. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading.
You could rest if you're feeling sick or something.
Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if it's to feel her heartbeat. How long was she over here? Just breathing like that next to me? I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
What on earth was that about?
Lloyd! Did something just happen? No?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So, you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Should we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. Only I'm gonna be slipping. Alright. Okay. I don't want to talk to either one of these people, but I guess I'm gonna pick a Monika last. God. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely... Yeah, okay, bud.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. It's awful. Awful experience. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. This person just makes me so sad. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. Got a long one. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not... Okay. I tried to... Die! I tried not to let her touch me. I don't want her to touch me either. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's reasonable deduction. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh my gosh. She sounds like a racist a little bit. Not bad, right? No, that was quite bad. It's quite a bit
Longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Yes, I would agree. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. Yes. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Aw, that's so sweet. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as 2 of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. There's only 2 other people in the club, so... Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do?
For what it's worth, I respect you.
Yes. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Yeah, okay. Monika.
Hi again, Lloyd. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
This one's a masterpiece.
Ha ha ha!
Wrong person. 1 second. Okay.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go.
I give my poem to Monika.
Alright. Great job, Lloyd. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
It's just a bunch of words put together, and they don't even make sense. But it's fine.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
I can't even tell you what I wrote about. I forgot.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Ha ha ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism.
Imaginary, imagery, and symbolism, Monika. It's called imaginary.
Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality.
She's probably gonna... Yeah. It's not looking too good for Yuri.
I don't mean that like it's a bad thing enough.
Did you say enough?
But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her.
Okay.
But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction.
Good lord.
So don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go to get my poem now.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beautiful, probably colors, but she left off a few letters. Flashing. She's really making a lot of mistakes. Oh my goodness. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. I'm trying to think. Red, green, blue. Cacophony of meaningless noise. Okay. The noise. It won't stop. Violent grating. Yep. Okay. King screeching. Piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Okay. Yep, that was quite interesting.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when,
Voice crack.
Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can...
Hey, bro.
Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Please help me. Hear that? Bear trap. That's the bear trap. She does know she's in a game, which I was right. Okay, Monika.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Monika. I guess Yuri's poem.
Hi, Yuri.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written today.
I wrote it yesterday. So, Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face.
Do you like it?
Lloyd, how did you pick up on this so quickly?
Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery.
Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Her hands appear small.
That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Lloyd. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it.
You might need to go get some help, bro. If your heart is still pounding.
I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Lloyd? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay?
Oh my gosh! This looks like a page from a book. Wheel. I can't even read her handwriting. It's awful. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear. That's impressive that I got that. Gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. Okay, bro. I'm not reading this. There's a period after everything she says. Breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. What are we talking about? That was interesting.
It doesn't really matter what it's about.
I don't know what it's about.
My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
My pen? Oh, what? She's my pen.
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for a safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes.
Okay.
So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it.
Okay. Yuri, you need to get some help. I thought Lloyd was the gooner. I think Yuri might be the gooner.
I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened?
You can keep the poem, though. Okay. Yeah, I would love to read it. with the inverted controls. Wait, what? I wonder what happens if I say no. Also, nothing happened.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Yeah, of course it's about the festival. Were you not paying attention last time?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? Festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Lloyd joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent.
Yeah, no complacent members.
We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway?
We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else.
Oh, that's sweet.
It should be a place
Place so intimate.
That you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. Even if it's something small. Right, Lloyd?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Lloyd to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked to anyone until Lloyd joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. That's sad. That makes me sad. And Lloyd isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Where did the music go? Also, Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. There is no also. Oh, the music's back, but it's sad. That's not true at all. I mean,
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Lloyd want to get more members too, right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. That's sad. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation.
No! Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
But Lloyd, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well,
That's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monika sits downstairs at her desk.
What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice.
My goodness. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now, Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Lloyd! It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Oh, she's crying. Natsuki starts packing up her things. Oh gosh, you know it's bad if she's going home. That's messed up. I just feel so bad. Okay. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Okay. This looks like indifference. Who cares about the obnoxious brat? Okay. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. Oh my god. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Your eye's bleeding. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Lloyd? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing.
I think it's the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature clubs a special place.
Wow, that was truly inspirational, Lloyd.
I see.
I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Her eyeball is bleeding. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow.
Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri!
Eh.
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president.
Aww.
And also a wonderful friend.
But Monika.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah! Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay.
I look forward to it. Shall we go, Lloyd?
I'm going with you?
I'm blanking. What's her voice?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat for a little bit with Lloyd before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Lloyd, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy.
I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? I'm not so sure I do. But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you can understand. Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Wow, 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 wow. Gotta do sparkle, sparkle. Anime! We love anime. You know what else we love? The color pink. And we love being cute. Wait a second. Hold on, hold on. Prayer. Look! Oh my god, at the bottom. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What else? No. I'm so bad at this. Nibble? Kiss. Oh. Embrace. Hold on, I'm trying to find words that will bring her back. Wait, hold on. I failed. Oh, what? She was still there, but not there. Hi, Lloyd. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to... is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? Oh my god, are they about to start arguing again? I don't want to listen to that. What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Good God. What was that?
Oh man! I'm the last one here again.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Lloyd, what do you want to do today? I was thinking about we could...
We already have plans today.
Oh, is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Lloyd is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monika? Yuri, I hate you. I hate you.
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monika. Hey, Yuri. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Ugh. Following watches, she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a water filter inside. It didn't say water filter, but I just assumed it's a water filter. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, bro, why are we analyzing her walking pattern? Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Oh! Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Is it possible that Monika's not evil? I don't know. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored, just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. Oh,
Let's see.
the most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha ha ha! What's that? What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Maybe it's a new character. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale. It's like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. What the heck? Are they in pain? I'll reach the corner and peer around it.
Yuri?
Oh, Yuri! What the heck? Yuri! What did you do? Yeah. I reach sharp, inhale, what? Hitting mental. We just rewinded. Rewind. Okay. Brody, what the heck was that, Yuri? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. But Lloyd, you like oolong tea? Like the pig in Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Uh-huh. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Perhaps I will.
Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming a little to herself. What's she humming?
You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. You noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Lloyd. It's very endearing.
That's...
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Lloyd, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little easier on my back. Sitting on the floor is easier on your back? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my... Yeah, let's move on.
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yep, that's probably what it is. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book.
I retrieved the book from my bag.
I have some chocolate as well.
It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it will go with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as the last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Uh-oh. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Buddy, Lloyd, you need to calm down, bro. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper.
Sorry.
I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper.
You can have as much as you want.
Oh, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. That's a good point.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course. How small am I? How tall is she? I'm looking up at her.
Yuri?
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time. I'm reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg.
Well, in that case.
Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. It looks like chocolate. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Well, Lloyd. Sorry,
Oh, oops, I accidentally skipped that, my bad. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Lloyd. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Lloyd.
My heart. The lights are... My heart won't stop pounding, Lloyd. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Lloyd? Yuri suddenly presses her hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. You're looking at me? Huh? Okay, Yuri. Bud, what the heck just happened?
It's time to share poems.
Natsuki is still here? Hi. This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine for now. Okay. Okay, I'm back. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? What? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things I like that. I like this as things like that, you idiot. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help her, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh my god, she wrote down a cry for help! Natsuki? Natsuki? I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Lloyd? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika.
Lloyd, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you.
Yeah, she likes to stare at me like a weirdo.
Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife.
What the heck?
Isn't that kind of messed up?
Yeah, it is a little messed up. It's a little messed up that you're telling me this.
She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something.
Good God!
Yeah, this one cuts really well on Mondays.
That's not funny. That's horrible. If you need help, seek help, bro. Don't cut yourself with a different pocket knife.
I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing.
Ew.
But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes.
Jeez. That really startled me. I guess I kind of messed up that, writing this poem. I was just trying to, never mind. Let's just move on.
Yuri, I guess.
Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Lloyd, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Lloyd. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes me feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Yuri, what's this giant stain in the middle of the paper?
Oh, do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about...
More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club?
I think I'm going to vomit.
Yes? Oh, then Giralsal. Interesting.
Okay, everyone! It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Atsuki, can you make cupcakes? I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it will help.
Monika, I'm not useless, you know.
I know that.
I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up nice mood lighting.
There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do.
What about Lloyd?
Lloyd is going to help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika.
Sorry, but that's how it is.
No, it's not. See? Substitute. I'm innocent, bro. I'm an innocent person. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What are your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would effing know. See? Got a little bit in there. Right, bro, just shut up. You're a loser. All you care about is dragging Lloyd around with you in your stupid books. You and Monika.
Hey! I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Lloyd decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power.
Yes, you are, Monika.
Just let Lloyd make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine. Fine!
Jeez. Lloyd, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your mouth and let him decide for himself. Bro, they are like... This is way more intense than the first one. They're getting into it. You shut your mouth.
For God's sake. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
Monika!
Well, I was gonna pick Monika anyway.
Yay, you picked me! Can we meet at your house this weekend? I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Lloyd for yourself? What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little more unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable?
Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Lloyd away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now.
See, wasn't that very hard? All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask?
Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door.
Hey.
Lloyd? Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. This is really all I wanted. Lloyd, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day. With just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow. There's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know that. I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried to stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Lloyd. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Lloyd, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I'll be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Lloyd. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
Monika. Not Monika. Yuri.
You are deeply troubled, and you need help. This is not healthy for anybody. I've known you for 3 days, and you're obsessed. No.